today we're going to learn how to solve two-step equations. Alright? So to begin, we're going to review how to solve one-step equations. Example of a one-step equation is, let's say x plus 7 equals 12. Alright? So what we want to do to solve this equality is we want to isolate our variable, or isolate x. So we want to get x equal to a number. In order to do that, we have to move our 7 into the other side to get x by itself. The way we do that is we do the inverse operation. So the inverse operation of addition is subtraction, and the inverse operation of multiplication is division, vice versa. So since we have addition here, we're going to use subtraction, since subtraction is the inverse of addition. So we're going to subtract 7, and if we subtract 7 from the left, we also have to subtract 7 from the right, because it's an equality. Alright, so subtract 7, subtract 7. Alright, so now you just do your math. So we have x plus 0 equals 5. Alright, and so now you solve your equation because we have x by itself equal to a number. Alright, so now we're going to do another one. So we're going to do 3x equals 6. Alright, so whenever you have a number next to a variable, that means that number is multiplied to it. Alright, so Sydney, how are we going to isolate x and get it by itself?
You're going to divide both sides by 3.
Right, divide both sides by 3. Because division is the inverse of multiplication, and we have to divide both sides by 3 because it's an equality. So now you just do your math. So those cancel out, so it's going to be x equals 2. So now you've successfully solved your equation. Alright, so that's one step. So now we're going to move over to two-step equations. It's basically it's the same thing as one-step equation, but you just have to do it in 2 steps. So for example, we're going to use 4x plus 6 equals 10. Alright? So remember, we want to get x by itself. Isolate the variable. So Perla, what would be the first step you would take?
Subtract by 6.
Subtract by 6, right? Because we're going to do the opposite of addition, which is subtraction. We're going to subtract it from both sides because it's an equality. Alright? So now you do your math. So now we have 4x plus 0 equals 4. Alright? So now we have to take our second and final step. John, how would we get x by itself?
Divide both sides by 4.
Right, divide both sides by 4. Alright, so now you do your math. So we have x is equal to 1. And now you solve your equation because you have x by itself equal to a number. Alright, so we're going to do one more. 2x minus 3 equals 7. Alright, Gabby, walk me through the first step.
You add 3.
Alright, right, we're going to add 3 to both sides. Alright, so we do our math. 2x plus 0 is equal to 10. Alright, and Perla, what's going to be our last step?
Divide both sides by 2.
Divide both sides by 2. Alright, so now we do our math again. X is going to be equal to 5. And that's how you do two-step equations. Alright, so class, remember we were learning about our different types of triangles the other day. So now we're going to do our chant to remember the different kinds of triangles. So stand up. Alright, here we go. Equilateral,
Isosceles, scalene. What do those mean? Equilateral, 3 sides. They are all the same size. Isosceles has 2 sides that are the same size. Scalene is mean. All its sides make me scream. They're all different, none the same. This is the end of this game.